Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're breaking down exactly how AI went from this massive, crazy hype cycle into a very real, tangible, revenue-generating machine in 2026. If you've been following the news, you've seen the landscape shift dramatically over the past couple of years. We aren't just talking about what AI might do anymore, we're looking at exactly what it's actually doing to generate real wealth right now. So let's just dive right in and ask the absolute biggest question on everyone's mind right now. Who is actually making money in AI today? I mean, is it just those massive tech giants out in Silicon Valley, or is there a real piece of the pie for individual creators, freelancers, and your traditional everyday businesses? Well, to really wrap our heads around the macro scale of this whole thing, look at the global landscape. We're talking about nearly 500 AI unicorns right now, boasting a combined value of $2.7 trillion. Trillion with a T. That is a staggering amount of capital. And honestly, the wave definitely isn't slowing down anytime soon. But, to truly grasp the impact of this economy, we can't just stare at the billions and trillions. We've got to look at how that money actually flows through literally every single level of the market. So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. Welcome to the AI economy. 2. The no-code side hustle. 3. Predicting real estate sales. 4. Scaling with creator marketing. 5. The AI startup boom. And finally, 6. Finding your place in AI. All right, Section 1, Welcome to the AI economy. We're going to start our journey right from the ground floor, just to prove you absolutely do not need to be some elite software engineer or have millions in venture capital to tap into this. The barrier to entry has literally never been lower. Moving right along to Section 2, the no-code side hustle. Let's look at our first major scale here, which is the individual using no-code AI automation to launch a side hustle. This is hands down one of the most accessible ways for students, freelancers, really just everyday people to start generating income in 2026. It's wild. Everyday people are building incredibly valuable services without writing a single line of code. Just look at these 3 actionable ideas. You can use visual drag-and-drop platforms like VoiceFlow to design these smart conversational chatbots that help local cafes or gyms book appointments 24/7. Or, you could use a powerhouse automation tool like N8N, which is kind of like digital superglue connecting different apps together to streamline boring administrative tasks like invoicing and client onboarding for overwhelmed freelancers. You're basically just taking an AI capability, packaging it up nicely, and using it to solve a very specific business headache. Now, if you're wondering about the immediate ROI on this, beginners in the freelance digital service market are starting out making $25 to $50 an hour offering these exact services. That is a highly competitive starting rate. And honestly, it just goes to show how much businesses truly value the sheer efficiency that AI automation brings to their day-to-day operations. But here's the kicker. Your earning potential definitely doesn't stop at just hourly rates. You can eventually make this huge shift from actively trading your time for money straight into generating passive income. Like, say you build a seriously effective NN workflow for one client. Well, you can then take that exact workflow, turn it into a digital template, and sell it online to hundreds of other people. It completely flips a one-to-one service model into a massively scalable one-to-many product model. Okay, Section 3, Predicting Real Estate Sales. So, if an individual can make $50 an hour just packaging AI services, let's see what happens when a whole industry scales this up. We're going to dive into real estate predictive analytics, where agents are using AI to basically stop guessing and start knowing exactly which leads actually deserve their time. This precision-based prospecting is a total game changer. It completely replaces that old, grueling method of cold calling hundreds of random homeowners. Just look at steps 1 and 2 here. The algorithms ingest massive amounts of data, stuff like property values, public records, online search behavior, and they just ruthlessly hunt for patterns. By step 3, the AI literally scores leads out of 100 based on their mathematical probability to buy or sell. So agents can just pick up the phone and call the contacts with a 90 out of 100 score first, completely optimizing their day. And the financial impact? Undeniable. Recent data actually shows a 40% higher gross commission income for agents who pair this predictive AI scoring with a specialized CRM, a customer relationship management system. Because think about it, scoring a lead at a 90 means absolutely nothing if you drop the ball and don't follow up, right? But when you connect that AI intelligence to automated nurture sequences, bam, it turns a high score into a closed deal. When you're out there evaluating the tools to actually build this kind of system, there are some incredible options on the market right now. If you want deep CRM integration that just feeds those scores directly into your existing database, you'd want to look at a platform like Revaluate. They use a really solid 6-month prediction window. But on the flip side, if you want built-in marketing automation that automatically triggers, say, direct mail or digital ads the very second a lead scores high, then platforms like Smartzip or Offrs are going to be incredibly powerful for you. Moving to Section 4, Scaling with Creator Marketing. Let's scale up once again to another massive sector. The creator marketing industry is aggressively adopting AI into its workflows right now to manage campaigns, discover talent, and track ROI at a scale we've literally never seen before. Get this. Despite all the broader economic uncertainty out there, the average annual influencer marketing budgets have absolutely exploded. We're talking an astonishing 171% growth since last year. Marketers have clearly realized that creator-led campaigns are vastly outperforming older traditional models, and they're heavily relying on AI-powered platforms to manage these massive budget shifts efficiently. And this isn't just, a handful of experimental companies doing this. A staggering 71% of organizations have actually increased their investment year over year. But what's really fascinating is where that money is coming from. Nearly 2/3 of this new spend is being reallocated directly away from traditional paid and digital channels. They're shifting the big bucks. We have essentially entered what industry experts are officially calling the era of efficacy. Creator content is definitely no longer just a cute side experiment. It is the proven, highly scalable engine driving real return on investment. And behind the scenes, AI platforms are being used to evaluate these creators, ensure brand safety, and rigorously track the specific ROI of these massive, multi-million-dollar campaigns. All right, Section 5, the AI startup boom. Let's pull the curtain all the way back to the macro scale and look at the absolute powerhouse engine driving all of these micro and meso economies. This is the 2026 AI startup boom, and this is where the truly staggering amounts of capital are flowing. The numbers here are just mind-blowing. In just the first quarter of 2026, total global venture capital, or VC funding, hit $300 billion. And out of that total, AI companies captured a massive $242 billion of it. Let that sink in. That is 80% of all global venture capital going directly into AI in a single quarter. It's wild. So, let's look at exactly where that capital is flowing. First, you've got foundation models, the core AI brains underlying pretty much everything, like OpenAI, which is sitting at a staggering $852 billion valuation. Then you have AI agents, like Devin, the autonomous software engineer valued at over $10 billion. Next up are vertical AI platforms. These are AIs trained specifically for one strict industry, like Harvey, which has completely disrupted the legal sector and earned itself an $11 billion valuation. And finally, development tools like Cursor, which absolutely skyrocketed to $2 billion in annual recurring revenue in under 24 months, earning a jaw-dropping $50 billion valuation. But hey, notice what every single one of those companies has in common? They actually make money. That's the crucial point here. The pure hype days of 2024, where you could basically raise a seed round just by wrapping a basic chatbot in a fancy new interface, yeah, those days are totally over. The startups securing this immense capital today are the ones who can definitively answer yes to this critical question. They are delivering real revenue, measurable ROI, and production-grade reliability. Which brings us to Section 6, Finding Your Place in AI. Let's bring it all back home for a minute and talk about what this entire landscape means for you, your career, and your own business strategy. Because as we've clearly seen, AI isn't just a toy for billionaires and tech giants anymore. It is a fundamental structural shift in how work actually gets done. Whether you're a student building local chatbots to make $50 an hour, or a real estate agent using predictive models to boost your commission by 40%, maybe you're a marketer riding that 171% budget wave in creator content, or an enterprise using tools like Harvey or Cursor to just slash your operational costs. The point is, there is a very tangible, highly profitable place for you in this ecosystem. We have journeyed all the way from the ground floor of local side hustles right up to the absolute stratosphere of trillion-dollar foundation models today. The capital is incredibly real, the tools are completely accessible, and the market is actively rewarding the people who are out there solving actual problems. All of which leaves us with one final, very exciting question for you to answer today. The AI economy is here, so what will you build?